with City Clerk Nicole Crispo here at the Adams Academy, Ward 5, Precinct 3, to get an update on how voting's going in today's citywide election. Nicole, how's things going so far?
Hi, Joe. Thank you for having me. Things are going well. The people are out voting. 5% have come out so far. We're up about 25% from the preliminary.
Is that about what you anticipated?
It is. So I think there'll be probably another rush at the lunch hour and then after dinner, of course.
I know that earlier you'd anticipated a total about 30-35% citywide. Are you still going to stick to that, do you think?
I'm hoping so, absolutely, yes. We've seen a lot of big numbers in Ward 5, 6, 5, and in 1 as well.
Of course, there's an open seat for this time around
That's right.
in that ward, so yeah, there's a pretty even race, I guess, between the two candidates for that right now, yeah.
Yeah.
For folks who are maybe voting for the first time, Nikki, what are some of the considerations, if they find they go to the polls and they don't have their name on the voting list, or there's another issue like that, what are some of the things that they should be concerned about?
Certainly, we send out an acknowledgement notice for everybody that's a registered voter in our city. If you still have that, bring it with you. Call our office, 617-376-1144. Somebody will answer the phones, always there to help. You can go on to our city website at quincyma.gov and go to City Clerk's page in elections, and it'll lead you to the Secretary of State's website where you can go on to see where you're registered to vote.
There was, I know, a little bit of confusion about early voting. Some folks thought that it might be taking place at this particular election, but that's not the case, right?
No early voting for this election. There will be at least 5 days of early voting for March presidential primary.
Yeah, that's going to be a busy one, of course.
It certainly is.
Not only here. Volunteer-wise at the polls, poll workers, how are you staffed this year?
We're doing very well. We actually got 23 new poll workers from the preliminary. We put a shout out on QATV, and we got some very interested people. We put them right to work. There's been some training. We're going to do some more training for March. We encourage people to get involved, to come out. We do pay. We're going to need all that we can get, and right now there are a lot of people in training, and that's a positive thing coming for March.
Who can be a volunteer at a poll? How does that work?
You just come in, fill out a questionnaire. It's not really an application, it's more of a questionnaire information for us, and then we'll be having some trainings in February for the March election.
Okay. For this particular election, how did the absentee ballots pan out?
We had about 650, so not off the chart, but we had 450 in the preliminary. So.
And I know you're also getting ready for the census, 2 of them next year, right? Both the city and the federal.
Yes, we are. So very, very busy. We'll be sending out the city census in January, and encourage everybody to answer that census, because that will keep you on the active voting list, and that's very important. And then in late March, the federal census will be going out and all the information. So that'll be really, really important to our city too. We want to try to get over 100,000, and we're at 96,000 plus now. So more federal funding, and it's just a mechanism for all kinds of schools and medical facilities and community centers and things that we need in our city.
Do you anticipate at some point in the future, because of the increase in population, having to change districting and voting and precincts and wards?
Yes, so along with federal census comes redistricting. So we'll be looking at all of that very closely with our city, our downtown. People moving into the downtown, we never had that population down there. So it may be its own precinct at one time. So yeah, we're looking forward to it, and we're going to grow, and we're going to, do everything we can to keep people accustomed to this big city, but getting that small town feeling of being able to vote where you live. I think it's important.
For this election, Nikki, how would folks find out about the results once everything's tallied?
So polls close at 8 p.m. and we bring all the data back to City Hall at night, and we probably have the results between 9 and 10 o'clock. We'll give QATV, of course, and some other Patriot Ledger, the Quincy Sun. We'll give all the media outlets their results as well, and we'll have them up first thing tomorrow morning.
Anything else you'd like to remind folks about?
Just come on out and vote. We're all here, 31 precincts, and polls close at 8 p.m.
All right, thanks a lot, Nikki. Good to talk to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Mary, talk to us a little bit about why you're going to vote today.
Because I feel there's too much overdevelopment here in Quincy, especially in neighborhoods. Not bad if it's downtown or it's near the train stations, but I feel overdevelopment in the neighborhoods.
How long
I've lived here for 52 years.
So you've seen a lot of changes.
Seen changes, right.
So you're voting against the mayor today?
I certainly am.
Okay.
Okay.
And what do you hope for the future of the city? You know, what would you like to see the future go?
I feel what they're doing downtown is fine, and I, do hope, for more, maybe stores and things like that, not just hair salons and things like that.
If you could, please tell us your name
Celeste McGlone. I live on Sturtevant Road in Ward 5.
and tell us a little bit about why you voted today.
Oh, it's a privilege that I value and I take very seriously, and I'm here to support a longtime friend, Mayor Tom Koch, and others that are on the ballot.
So there's been a lot of discussion about all the developments going in across the city, especially for this particular election. What's your view of that?
I think it's good for the city. I think it's been long overdue. We are so close to the city of Boston, and it's a natural progression for the city of Quincy to become the next hotspot around the South Shore area as a gateway city to Boston. And I think it's good. I think we're changing the fabric of the city, and with the new people coming in and moving in, and Quincy has so much to offer. I'm glad that other people are being able to take advantage of it.